Alright, what's up guys? Hoth here with another video. So for today's video, we are going to be making a video on a reaction video to the Ultron and Marvel Rivals. So, if you are interested in what Ultron's going to be doing in Marvel Rivals, then this is a good video for you. And I will also be mentioning a couple of other updates here. So, let's get right into this. Before we get too started here, if you like our video, please go ahead and hit the like button. If you want to see more of our content, please follow our channel and turn on notifications to when we release new content. I apologize here, I'm a little tired. I'm wide awake earlier than usual. Alright. That was incredibly loud.
Today, the age of Ultron begins. Termination.
We have range. And fly, but they're already kind of...
Challenge me, you animals. Emperor's protection. You would have failed without me. The virus takes hold. Extermination!
Okay, that's all. Oh! Also doing damage.
All targets eliminated.
At the same time. That is pretty rough. I honestly don't think there's any of those. So, I'm actually pretty excited about Ultron here. And, we are excited to see what he does this season, and he looks pretty interesting. I'll kind of run through a few of the patch notes here because there's some of them important. Nerfing Captain America, again. They're removing the Maelstrom Madness fall-off damage range. Not too much affecting Strange here. And Frost is getting a few nerfs and a couple buffs to kind of balance her out a little better. Groot is getting nerfed. He's getting less damage and having an extra 4 whole seconds to his Iron Wood walls cooldown. Nothing really happened with Magneto. It's just charging its rings faster. Thor's getting a bunch of weird buffs here, or weird adjustments. So now his hammer throw won't cost Thor Force, and now has a cooldown, which kind of took out one of his buffs there. And then you actually gain a Thor Force from each hit enemy, but his throw does almost half the damage. And then in addition to that, he has less shield and less bonus health, which they're nerfing a tank that doesn't need to be nerfed. Thor doesn't need a nerf. And then you have Hawkeye, who is getting a buff for whatever reason. They're increasing his arrow damage. They're increasing his they're reducing the projectile blast damage of Blast Arrow, and they're also reducing the spell field damage and increasing the maximum focus. And then Goddess of Hell, and then the Goddess of Death is getting a damage buff for Hela. And then she's also getting a charge capacity. Human Torch is getting a nerf. They're nerfing everything. Iron Fist is getting a whole bunch of nerfs. Iron Man is losing one of his team-ups and gaining a new team-up as the anchor for Stark Protocol team. I don't actually know where the team-ups are. I haven't seen them yet. Then a couple nerfs there. Namor getting a couple nerfs. Oh, they're increasing the cooldown of Blessing the Deep, and then also giving him a larger radius for his ultimate ability, but doing less damage, which is kind of weird. They're increasing the inner circle a little bit, the outer circle a little bit, and the damage is being decreased at the outer circle. And then his Monstros are getting a damage fall off. Psylocke is getting nerfed. Squirrel Girl is getting a buff for the Acorn, nerf for the cooldown, and then it says they're optimizing the user experience of some of her abilities, but doesn't really specify what that means. They're increasing his energy cost and range of Star-Lord, which I feel like that didn't need to do that. He was already really powerful. They're increasing the damage of Storm's ult. They're buffing the crap out of Punisher by giving him more ammo and reducing his movement speed, so he now has more movement speed during his ult. and also has a larger magazine size and increased damage, and they'll read less spread when firing, which I think that was totally unnecessary. And then they are nerfing the crap out of Jeff the Land Shark. But they did make it so that his healing ability, the little splash, the little water beam, now can heal and damage enemies. But it reduced the healing. It also got the Aqua Charge, the one that we were shooting little water blasts. They now have charges of maximum of 3. But it now launches enemy ups and does a little bit more damage. Then the healing bubble is now, instead of one-time healing, it's healing over time, and then it's increased from 85 to 120, and then reduce the max charge to 3. And they remove the enemy launch up effect too, apparently. The hide and seek, it now has an energy cap that drains by 20 seconds while submerged, and restores 15 per second when not. His ultimate ability, while healing on swallowed allies, now gain health per second, apparently. And then reduce the damage reduction, and then energy cost here. Then Luna is getting a boost here. Her healing amount and damage is going up slightly for a base attack. Oh! Okay, so now her freeze attack is now going to give you 50 bonus health. That is really useful. Increase the energy cost of Fate of both worlds, so now her ult's going to be more cost. They reduced his healing amount from repair mode, and other than that, didn't do anything. And as for the new team-ups, we have Hawkeye and Luna. Luna gains 15% healing buff. Hawkeye knocks now an ice arrow. Kind of cool. Storm and Jeff get a team-up of a Jeff NATO, so that sounds fun. I'm kind of excited to try that. And then Punisher and Black Widow have a team-up. Black Widow can now use unlocks a new pulse rifle ability through a team-up with the Punisher. From what I've seen, it's a piercing round that goes through multiple targets. The Punisher gains a health increase and a damage boost. Wow, that's kind of crazy. All right. I gotta go back over this. Punisher's getting a damage boost and a health boost from his team up, and on top of all the buffs they just gave him. That is insane. Rocket is going to be the team up anchor here. He gains a 5% in healing, additional healing. And Rocket's BRB is upgraded to a web beacon. Okay. I don't know what that's going to do, but that sounds interesting. And then Penny Parker unlocks a new armored spider nest ability through a team up with Rocket Raccoon. I'm kind of curious what that is going to be. There's going to be Iron Man and Ultron are going to get a team up. Iron Man's going to get a damage boost. Ultron's going to gain a new nano ray ability, but doesn't really say what it does. Symbiote Shenanigans. Jeff and Venom are going to get a team up, which is kind of fun. Venom's going to gain a health boost. And Jeff is going to get healing tendrils that he can use to heal over time with the allies, not enemies. I guess they're adjusting or removing this one. I don't. So this team up is gone. This team up looks like it's gone. This ability is gone. Iron Man is being removed from this one, and I believe the Namor's monster spawns from this team up was being nerfed, so this team up is pretty much useless now. Penny's being removed from this team up. I believe Venom is too, so I believe this entire team up is gone now. Iron Fist is getting a reduced damage buff from this team up. So it increased the cooldown of this team up. Yep, like I said, they're reducing that. And they're reducing some damage from this. So I'd say that's not too bad. So a very interesting update. I'm very excited about them. Ultron, that's my favorite part about the update. I'm really, really excited to try out Ultron. So, yeah, kind of got through those patch notes pretty quick here. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And hope you guys like these patch notes. And again, if you like our video, please hit that like button down below. And if you made it through all the way through, please leave a comment. And say what you're excited about for this season. And with that, I will see you guys later. Thank you, and have a good one.